Okay. Hey guys, this is Nine Sniper coming here with another live stream. And obviously, I hope you guys are doing. Yeah. People are still shooting out fireworks because even though the 4th of July is over, yeah. Let's just say some of my neighbors are still shooting fireworks. Okay, but let me close that right now. So, as I was saying, I hope you guys are doing fantastic, doing all right. I'm doing pretty well. So, fortunately, if you guys recall of the community board I posted yesterday, obviously I know things were really interesting, but before I get into what I'm about to do, so obviously, as you guys recall of the community board I posted, let's just say I am doing something really, really awesome, but of course, let me just say this right real quick. So, fortunately, it obviously has something to do with Nickelodeon and obviously I would say, some childhood kid shows. But I'm not going to explain much, but still, all I am going to say is I know we're all adults now, and obviously, for me, I'm 23 years old, and obviously, give me one moment. Okay, I am. Okay. Sorry, phone, because I'm reviewing not only through my. Yeah, my bad. But anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So obviously, I know we're all adults and everything, and we changed because now that normally when you start as a kid, yeah, you. I know how it feels, but once you get older, your personality kind of changes and everything. Plus, I know we have to act like adults, but that doesn't mean we should forget all the good memories that we had times as when we were children and kids. Because trust me, when I was just like maybe about 6 or 7 years old, trust me, I used to do a lot of fun stuff. I used to play around, goof around, and even, yeah, those were good memories. But anyways, let's just say what I'm trying to do is, let's just say I'm trying to host something, because obviously this has some similarities to, because if you guys remember back on Fortnite with the whole DJ stuff and everything, but now it's gone now. Well, fortunately, let's just say maybe this has something to do with it. But fortunately, well, I want to show it to you guys because this was released a long time ago. And hold on, let me try to do the math correctly. Because when I was a kid, I saw this when I was like about 7 years old. But let's see if I am correct. Let's see. And just to be clear, just gotta make sure. Okay. This happened 16 years ago. So, fortunately, I have been planning something good for you guys, but to make sure it fully works, I'm going to have to make a few test runs because obviously, yeah, I have to make sure it sounds like not only unique, but also make sure the audio and the graphics don't look too much pale. So what I'm trying to do is basically share my screen, but fortunately I need to make a few test runs, and obviously I'm gonna have to take off my sunglasses because I need to make sure it looks clearly. So what I'm basically gonna be testing right now is obviously to make sure, for one, we're gonna test the audio and make sure the graphics or the screen is not blurry for you guys. So I'm also gonna be checking it on my phone just to be sure. So yeah, and just for the record, this is the first time I'm gonna be doing this because obviously, like I told you guys, I have some surprises for everyone, and I didn't want to mention it until I get further to more weeks and days. But now that we're getting close, and obviously now that we're on the first week of July, well, I would say the second week now, not yet, because yeah. But anyways, all I want to say is that what you guys are gonna experience, maybe some of you guys never saw it because obviously, or maybe not remember because obviously, because for me, I kind of remember part of it when I was a kid, but fortunately, my memory kind of forgot about it until I found it again, and it brought back good memories. But to some of you guys, I do not know if you guys saw it when you were like maybe children or something like that, but still. But all I am going to say is just because we're adults now and everything has changed for us, that doesn't mean we should forget about them because trust me, like I guys told you before when I first started SpongeBob Battle for Battle for the Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Yes, I know to some people they think SpongeBob is only for kids, but that's where they're wrong. Because think about it, the cast. Well, I'm not going to say much about them, and I'm not going to say their names, but you guys know who I am. Know who they. Oh my god, you guys know who I'm talking about. But yeah, the cast have done SpongeBob a long time ago, and they're adults. Plus, they still think it's fun and everything. So that's one of my examples. And yes, I know these days that fortunately a lot has changed for most of us because now that we're either in our teenage or adult adult time, that doesn't mean we should forget because remember, there are always good memories from the past that you should never forget. And trust me, this is one of them. But still, all I am is trying to explain is that fortunately I am basically building something big, and obviously So what I'm gonna be trying doing right now is I'm not gonna show you guys yet because for right now this is gonna be a test. So let me just raise my sunglasses a bit because I gotta check this out. All right. Mm-mm. There we go. Okay, yep, that should do it. Now let me check on my phone because obviously I can't see it. Just to be sure. Okay, yeah, you guys can definitely see that. Okay. Now let me press that. There we go. All right, next we're gonna try this again. So that works. So let's try sharing this now. Mm-mm. Okay, so it only shares one tab. Okay, good. Okay, but let me see what happens when I zoom in just to be sure. Okay, yeah. Okay, so fortunately, looks like. Okay, so looks like. All right. Now we're gonna do a little reaction, but not this one because I have a feeling this is copyright. Because yeah, so stop sharing. So what we are gonna be watching just for a test run is one of my videos. Or let me see, which video should I show? Just it doesn't have to be something new or anything. Let's just rewatch the. Let me see. Man, I have so many videos, but I'm just gonna choose a random one just to be safe. Let me see. Mm-mm. Just give me a few minutes because I'm still checking this out. Let me see. Which video should be a good one? Hmm. I guess we can go with this one. So let me pause that for a moment. Okay. So what we're gonna be doing right now is checking out this video. So and relax is one of my videos. Oh, there we go. I'm pretty sure you guys can see it. Yep, there we go. So we're gonna let it play for a while and see if everything sounds better. And I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit just to make sure it's not loud. So yeah. Okay, so the audio is good. There's nothing bad with it, but this time I'm going to try something because obviously when I'm doing this, I don't want my family hearing me. So this time I'm going to try and plug in a few stuff. I'm going to try plugging earbuds. So let me try see if this is going to work. So give me one moment. I'm going to plug this in and see if this is going to work. Okay, now give me one few moments because once again I gotta review this. Okay, so far what I've seen looks like the audio is okay, but the way I play the video is a bit off because I know it's a bit. Let's see, because it kind of slows down when I share my screen. Hmm. I don't know. Maybe it's because my laptop is slow, or maybe it's because it's something else. So just give me a few minutes. Let me see. Okay, so fortunately, I don't think there's nothing I can do to fix that problem because obviously, because like, okay, let me stop sharing because I know it's like, okay, like how I'm doing right now because I don't think this is slow for you guys because obviously, just to be sure, let me check on my screen on my phone. Okay, yeah, so when I'm doing like this, it's perfectly fine. But I think when I try to share my screen, I think that's a different story. So I don't know if this is gonna be comfortable for you guys, but let me see if I can fix this. Maybe I don't know. So let me try sharing one more time and see if this is gonna work. Because the audio sounds fine, because that's how I see it. So let me try only using. Mm-mm. Okay, let me try using this. Yeet. Okay, that's too far. Okay, let's try that again. That was a bit too far. Hmm. How about this one? Okay. Oh, that's still doing it. Yeah, that's still no. Then I only have to choose these. Hmm. Okay, just to be sure, let me play it again. Hmm. I'm only moving my hand because it's just to make sure it's not like slowing down or anything. Hmm. Okay, yeah, I am noticing it is slowing down a bit. Okay, so let me press it again. Play. Okay, let me just. Okay, so far after the testing so far, looks like the graphics is not that bad. I mean, the audio is not that bad, so at least that's good. Only the screen is the problem because obviously right now it's not well. I think it's maybe because my Chromebook is already old and it's not that fast how it used to be. But I think, but just to be sure, okay, let me end the stream right here. I mean, not end the stream. Stop sharing. Here we go. Let's try a different video this time. Let's try this one. Okay. Share. gonna be watching some first video just to be sure. Okay, so I am noticing it is like working properly fine.
Can you hear me? It's Trunks. I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots.
Hmm.
You found a power key. Go slot it.
Hold on, let me see if I can try fix things. Maybe maybe the quantity of the video. Let's try. Maybe that will fix it. Okay, that looks a little bit better.
Welcome. Thank you. Welcome.
Okay, a little bit better. A little bit better. Let me try. Let me see. Let's try maybe this one. Maybe that might fix it a little bit.
Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. Great. You know what to do with that key.
Welcome. You.
Kaioken!
Okay. Now, so I would say maybe right here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that looks way better. But just to be sure, let me check the other ones real quick.
Bet you're pretty tough, don't you? That's a new power key. Place it now.
Okay, no, that's way too blurry.
You're my savior.
Yeah, that's way too blurry. Okay, so far, I think maybe I kind of fixed it a bit. Because, hold on, let me check one more time. Let's review it and go back a bit. Okay, now let's watch it again. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit good. Almost. Okay.
Can you hear me? It's Trunks. I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find...
Okay. I think that should be it for right now. Because after sharing that whole progress, I think it was the quantity or something, but I still need to run a few test runs just to be sure. But just for the record, it looks like the audio is perfectly fine, so we don't have to worry about that. It's just I have to make sure the speed of the video or how it looks because I know it freezes and yeah. So that I might still have to run a few test runs just to be sure. But just to be, let me try it one more time because I know it was a bit slow, but let me try one more time just to be sure. Okay, let's review, go back all the way and see it again. Make sure the quantity, no. There we go. And let's try this again. I wonder what happens if I do full screen. Maybe that might do it. Let's try that.
Can you hear me? It's Trunks. I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots. You found a power key. Go slot it.
Welcome. Thank you. Welcome.
Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. Great. You know what to do with that key.
Welcome. Thank you.
Okay, so far after we've seen, looks like it was a bit slow, but also fast at the same time. But yeah, I think that's the best I can do. But at least the good part is the audio sounds fine, but the yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it, but the screen on I think it's way too slow. So obviously we can still continue, but obviously here's what I'm thinking. Obviously the audio will sound good to you guys, but the way how it will look, I don't think it'll look that good. So here's why, because I had a feeling something like this was gonna happen. So here's what I'm thinking. I can send the link to you guys so that way all of us can watch it. Or yeah, I still need to do a lot of thinking, but yeah. But just for the record, this is only going to be one time only because obviously, yeah. Normally, I would invite everyone, but fortunately, the way how it looks, yeah, I don't think so. So I think only me and my friends are going to be watching this. And I mean the boys, my partner, and the girls. So yeah, because I know to you guys it might not seem like it, but just for the record, just deal with it. Just go with it, and yeah. But once it's over, I'll send the link, and you guys can go look for it on YouTube and everything. So yeah, but we need to know exactly what day or what time you guys want to see it. So just let me know. You guys can have a little discussion or whatever. Just let me know, and yeah. But anyways, I think that's it for now. So without further ado, enjoy everything else. So I'll see you guys again when I start streaming. So yeah. But anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe. So peace out, stay safe, and I'll see you guys there on. Peace.